After Florence, when I went out to the fields and saw all the water, it makes you feel like everything you worked for that year is gone. It's not a good feeling. We had some farms that had 2 feet of water, of salt water on them. Then once you realize, that crop is gone, so you can't do anything about that, then you start to think about what has it done to our land for the future. I'm Dawson Pugh. I live in Englehart, North Carolina. I'm a farmer. Grow corn, soybeans, cotton, green beans, onions, and potatoes. From 2004, when I first started on my own, to about 2014, we had really good crops. But since 2014, we've had a lot of hurricanes or coastal storms, nor'easters. We get a lot of salt tide water. If there's a crop growing, it kills the crop. We've had cotton that has been just as good a crop as we've ever had, and it comes in and floods it, and it's not marketable, so you have to just mow it down. I wanted to be a farmer because my dad was a farmer, but he was only 54 when he decided to retire, but he was afraid that if he had another hurricane, he might lose what he had worked his whole life for. Our farm is about 4,200 acres. We have taken probably 150 acres, 200 acres out of production. The salt water soaks into your land, and it affects what it'll grow the next season. Once you realize, that crop is gone, so you can't do anything about that, then you start to think about what has it done to our land for the future. It seems like we've had problems like 4 years, 5 years in a row. You can get a few good years, and then you get a bad year, but if you have 4 bad years in a row, then that really hurts everybody. I think that sea level rise is probably real. I'm not necessarily saying that it's done by global warming, but I think that there's something that the tides seem to be higher. We just get storms these hurricanes, and they just seem to push water ahead of them, and they pop up. They come quick. When you get Florence, it's blowing 120 miles an hour. It's pushing a lot of water ahead of it. And something definitely needs to happen to prepare for rise. I would love to see dikes around our farmland, around our communities. If we stop the salt water from coming in and we can get grass growing on it, in the future we might be able to take that land and farm it again. I hope that some of our 4 kids want to come back to the farm and operate it, and that's why we're making decisions today that we're making, because we want to be able to support them if they do want to come back. So we've got faith that next year is going to be better. That's what the optimism of a farmer is. But knowing that we've had this salt water on our land, there's a big question mark about what this soil is going to be.